Amelia turned and laid on her side, facing towards the window and away from Hans. Her tail draped loosely over her leg. She seemed shy, but Kyra leaned forward in such a way that Hans could see her cleavage. Hans pressed on the mattress next to his side and smirked a bit. So does this mean you're a virgin? Amelia lowered her ears in embarrassment as she heard Kyra tease Hans. Maybe Leah was relieved she wasn't the target of Kai's teasings this time. Not for tonight, at least. 'Cause I mean, we could change that if you like. Kai cooed smoothly, causing Leah
I'm glad I'm recording this. So I can jack off to it later, apparently.
I gotta go to the next page. God. How do I go to the second chapter or whatever?
Just hit back and then hit part 2.
I have the link.
Alright, give me the link, bitch.
Give me your link, bitch.
I gotta turn off my music so I can concentrate.
Oh boy. Dramatic reading of Deep Operations by Alpine.
Deep Operations Part 2, in which this awful book somehow gets worse. Chapter 7. Boring maybe allegory. Just a booth with 2 guards, pikes raised skyward, standing at attention and looking straight. She heard a rumor that the post was overwhelmed by a throng of refugees just a few hours ago, when the guards were now freely allowing all to enter. If the kingdom's soldiers couldn't even stop a throng of desperate furries, how could it ever stand up to the monsters? Scaling a hill, Azrael finally got a view of the city she had quested for. Azrael hissed angrily as a hand squeezed over her breast through the fabric of her riding skirt. Soon she felt an aged furry rub against her flank. Embarrassment rushed to Azrael's cheeks. She tried her best to slink away, but there were people everywhere, and her vulnerability another male grasped the nape of her neck, and that finally made her cry out. The house cat lowered her head and treaded her way to the edge of the camp, keeping her eyes closed as the massive hands pawed and squeezed at her, unwilling to look at her own molestation. Chapter 8. Boring.
It gets bad. It gets really bad here.
Good. Boring, probably allegory. When she arrived at the little group, everyone looked and felt a little familiar, like home. Azrael was used to being on her own, but at least she felt a bit safer within this group. Around the fire, she saw friendly faces. Stocky mothers with babies in tow, young boys, a few men, and 5 other young girls. Would Meow just leave these fleeing furries behind boards, hopeless to do all but wait for the lusty monsters? That wasn't fair. They didn't deserve this. A quiet sense of urgency descended onto the crowd. Break off, packs of 5, one by one, the alpha ahead yelled. The Circassian humans are just ahead. We'll show those grime skins they don't lord over humans. That's our job. It was too late to stop or even react, so 5 of them looked up, and a huge boulder came hurtling right into their direction as well. They scattered and Kaja dove out of the rock's way. The rock landed with a thud and hissed at them through the high grass.
What? The rock hissed?
What?
The what?
The rock hissed.
The rock landed with a thud and a hissed.
What?
And hissed. Yeah.
The rock hissed.
What fucking kind of exposition is that?
It hissed at them through the high grass.
I'm a rock. I will hiss at you.
Something strange, because apparently we didn't finish the word strange. It exploded like a giant clap of thunder. Kasha felt his feet leave the ground and was thrown clear in the air. The young warrior bound his way out of the smoke and confusion. That was when he saw something he'd never forget. Large green breasts. Dude, I can't. You're gonna have to give me a minute. I gotta fucking read this before I actually have to read this to myself before I continue. Because that took me off. You're gonna have to give me a second.
What would Freud say?
Assassin would have been dead right now from the sheer amount of autism that's being spoken right now.
I'm pretty sure he'd have a seizure. Literally suffering a fucking seizure.
Shit, what did I just read? Alright. The young warrior bound his way out of the smoke and confusion. Then that was something when he saw what? That was when he saw something he'd never forget. Large green breasts mounted atop even larger, fairer canines that were clawing and ripping apart his tribe wherever he looked. The young wolf crouched in the golden star. What are we even talking about anymore? Is this still World War II?
No!
What the fuck is happening?
No, it's this guy's fucking.
So like, are we still like, these aren't Nazis anymore? Like,
No,
what the
he's
fuck
been
is-
transported to a different world at this point.
What? God, that is autistic as fuck.
Yep, only the first like fucking paragraph or two has anything to do with World War II.
Oh,
The young
you
wolf
haven't-
crouched in the golden stalks. One of the circling Wolftars passed by, with a grime skin mounted atop one looking out for enemies. Kasha darted past the vegetable fields and hid behind one of the homes, evading the patrol. Had the grime skins already arrived?
Darted past the vegetable fields? You mean us because we're fucking dead from autism?
He couldn't look because he knew what was happening. On every corner and every hideaway, a grimeskin had one wolven girl bent down or against a wall, casually ravaging each one in that tight grasp. Kaj's heart pounded in his throat. Some of the girls screamed, some cried, and a few tried to suffer in silence as a wall of green worked and ground over their young.
I can't.
Oh my fucking shit. It's 1 a.m. and I'm reading this cancer. But he had a younger sister, and sure enough, there she was, her claws sunk into the bark of a tree as she was being mounted by what had to be one of the
Emoto
alphas.
time.
The male had her golden locks tangled between his fingers. He leisurely tugged on a fistful of her hair, causing Sasha's sister to wince. Each stab was slow and casual, and elicited a messy squelch from between them. The scent made Kasha blush. He knew he shouldn't. Oh my god, when are we? Where is this going?
I don't.
Where
I think
is
he
this
needs to
going?
decide on a fetish and stick with it.
Where is this going?
Telling you, Call of Duty Advanced Emoto.
Where is this going? Oh my fucking shit.
These men must die.
Dragovich,
Battlefield Super Autism, that's what this is.
Trembling, he clutched his spear as a grimeskin let go of his sister's scalp, only to hook his burly green arm around her neck and force her to look up. She did, and even Kasha noticed the confused, lazy look in his sister's eyes. The grimeskin resumed his invasion of Camellia, who rocked and scraped against the tree hulk. Her mouth opened as if she were about to yell over in pain. The hulking male took full grasp of its prize and covered her breasts. The head fell forward, and eyes pinched shut while he plundered. Kasha saw him speak in some broken words to her, and she found herself pressing against the back of the invader. Camellia cringed, then lowered ever so lightly. Kiatsa's sister finally screamed for the male, not of wrath or indignation, or pain, but of pleasure. Kasha's spear quaked in his paw. This wasn't supposed to happen. He looked over to see his younger sister a quivering mess in the invader's clutches. She reached down and massaged her battered muscles, even with the grime-stained chief still deep inside. Kasha closed his eyes and sat down for a moment. He had a choice to make. His little sister had already been made hers. What? No, what? No, pronouns, what? It's not right.
I think there's more to worry about with this story than pronouns. I think pronouns are the least of our fucking concerns here. This is not okay.
I have
So,
to
like-
browse an even more autistic part of Reddit
Somebody
just so I
completed
can
this
fucking
story.
calm down.
This
No!
story was completed.
Somebody wrote this.
Is that how it ends? Like his sister gets raped and he like
No.
I don't know because he's not actually done reviewing it yet. This is only up to part 5.
So there's more of this cancer.
There's more of it that hasn't been seen.
Wow, that is fucking terrifying.
Thank you, trotskylvania.
Oh god, there's more?
Yep, there's
Jesus
more.
fucking Christ.
There's 3 more parts for you. You've only been through 2. And
wanna
some of
call
it
it?
gets only more autistic from here. It goes back to Nazi Germany at one point.
Oh, fuck. While still retaining all of the inherent perversion, I'm assuming.
We'll see.
We'll see. What does that supposed to fucking mean?
We'll see.
You gotta keep us in the loop, man.
Well, you're fixing to fucking hear Alpine read this shit, so you'll be in the loop.
I can't fucking do this.
Start reading, bitch.
I don't know what's worse, the fact that I'm actually reading it or the fact that I'm so fucking good at it.
Hey, whenever this ends up on YouTube, man.
Yo,
Just going straight to a fucking Twitch stream.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not going straight to a Twitch stream.
Where are you coming from? The boy shouted. But it's terrible. Like a monster that consumes helpless men. You watch your friends get killed and die in your arms. The kids weren't capable of understanding. Hans was about to do what he swore he never would. Turn war experience into a consumable story. What else was there to do in this situation? What was war like? Oh, it's so scary. We fight some bad Bolsheviks, and there's so many of them. How many? One of the boys suddenly lit up. Very many. Sometimes there are waves of men as far as the eye can see. There were so many Bolsheviks that we ran out of bullets to kill them with. He motioned to the wreath of the machine gun cartridges around his neck. Did you get away? Oh yeah, we all got away. That wasn't true, but everyone liked the story where the good guys win. But the girls asked about different things, comrades, pets, and girlfriends. They giggled when Hans said he had none of the latter. Azria didn't see how the violence started, but the angry shouts and sharp pains of adult males drowned out the children's crying. Many in the desperate crowd were now charging the front and getting mercilessly cut down by whoever was guarding it. Hey, wait, so what? Oh, we're back to the fucking furry shit now? Are we back in, like, Fantasyland now? I don't understand. Hey, human, I'll just keep reading, I guess. Hey, human, get up. Hans' head was still pounding. How did he get there? He remembered being placed in a cart by the meerkats the other day where he was hung over, but remembered little else. Your master has a strange sense of fashion, he mused at Hans, then stepped out onto burnt orange sand. You mean the black ship? You know it flew over our city, exploded a purple light over us, and then went screaming off over the ocean into heaven itself. It bombs the town? Who would do that? Stepping in, his eyes adjusted to the light. Behind the desk, he saw a flash of green helmet and netting over it. Against his better judgment, Hans took a cautious step inside. It was another human, in a light green uniform. The man's eyes bugged when he saw Hans. But Hans was faster on the draw. Before the surprised Americana could reach for anything, Hans's Mauser was pointed right at the enemy's face. So there were other humans here. And obviously not just from the North Continent either. What the fuck is the North Continent?
Is that just like a wearaboo thing? I don't...
What the fuck is the North Continent? Why are the Axis the only furries?
Well, I fucking don't know, man.
I'm not complaining.
I'm done.
You know, you're just done. You're not reading anymore.
No, no more. That's it.
Where did you leave off? Hold on. I'm gonna continue this shit.
Right. I don't have... we're at chapter 14.
Chapter 14. Insanity Ahab rides again.
Yeah.
So, wait. Fucking, okay. You speak German? Hans asked. No. Do you speak English? No. Interesting. Hans backed away slowly and made his way to the door. Deltia had plenty of other inns. The American protested. Where are you going? Come on, man, don't go. You're the only person I've seen from home. Hans spent a second looking at the blue eyes under the netted helmet. Do you mind if I search you? No, sure, go right ahead. The American leapt up to his feet. Oh, I don't even want to know where this is fucking going. I don't.
No.
Been here long. Hans tried to sound friendly. 4 months, he said. I was just playing video games and boom! Here I was. Video games.
This is World War II. What the fuck is happening in this story?
Fucking know!
Why? Like, what the fuck is this shit? Where is the North Continent? What is the North Continent?
I don't.
We- Why?
He-
What is going through this
we haven't.
fucking...
Enough sniping. Where's the informant?
We haven't actually read.
The house at the other end of the village.
We haven't actually read like all of the book. We're just reading the highlights here.
I can't. This needs to stop.
The American is named James, and he's from the far-off future of 2009.
Nice.
What?
He's from the future.
And he's from 2009.
In
Interesting.
the year 2005.
Hans considered himself a National Socialist, even though he wasn't in the party. He certainly believed that Bolshevism had to be destroyed. If the war was lost, then all that Hans and his comrades fought for was a failure. Oh man. He sat back and thought about it for a moment. Could it have been true that they sacrificed millions of lives trying to kill Bolshevism and failed, only for Bolshevism to fall apart anyway? If so, God sure had a sense of humor. And if those English in Rhodesia know what was in store for them, I bet they'd have joined the Nazis and hit the damn reset button.
What?
Oh man, link to 4. Link to 4,
No,
please.
no,
Link
no
to
more.
4.
No
Link
more.
to
No!
4. Do it, you
No!
motherfucker!
I feel like I'm like having like a Paragon or a Renegade option here. I feel like the little things are popping up on the side of the
Renegade!
screen.
Hit Renegade, you bitch! Renegade for life.
I think I'm just gonna let it expire.
Oh no. Well, you know what?
This
Fuck
is-
you. I'll just go find it myself.
This is
Yes, you
cancer.
will.
I can't handle this anymore. No. I'm closing this fucking page. We are done here. We are done here.
Mm.
Anime is less cancerous than this shit.
I hate to say it, but he's right.
He's completely correct here. Oh man. This
Just
is
when
some shit, dude.
Just when I thought I had seen it all, this is like, dude, this is like, it's almost as if I have discovered the Renaissance cancer. This is a renaissance of cancer.
Oh my god.
It is a renaissance of cancer. I didn't think it could get any worse than this. It's
Chapter
like-
15. A Nazi builds a dumb world, surprising no one. The scene opens with our cat-girl refugees scurrying through the mountains. They decide they can't go back to Meow, as it's probably overrun with crime skins, nor can they go to their original destination, so they decide to head to some place called Dalam. Wonder what national stereotype this one will be about. A fox joins up with them. His name is Hex. He reveals that he's from the peninsula of Kitsunes.
Okay, it's getting kind of late, guys. I'm thinking I might go ahead and get off for the night.
I can't.
No, faggot. You fucking stay here and you suffer with us.
Shut the fuck up.
You fucking stay here until this man is finished reading this cancer.
No, please. I need
2
to
more
use
parts.
that.
Just get
You
through 2 more
fucking-
parts.
You fucking owe me, noobs.
Come on, bro. You fucking
I
scared.
didn't. I literally fucking read through like 4 parts of this fucking autism. Okay, the least you can do is stay for all of it, you motherfucker.
Chapter 16, Werewolf.
Oh my fucking god.
As if fucking furry Nazis and time-traveling Americans wasn't enough.
Dude, there's no basis. What the fuck? 1 minute we're talking about fucking furry Nazis fighting Americans. The next we're talking about fucking grime skins, whatever the fuck that means.
I think they're lizard people.
raping wolves and his sister, which apparently is his fetish.
Call of Onichi Advanced Emoto.
Oh my god. Kasha and pals continue their fanatic resistance to the grime skins. After a hit-and-run attack, we learn that the monsters can in fact talk. There they are, an infernal impish voice yelled out. This one from atop a wolf tar. What the fuck is a wolf tar? Is that like a fucking wolf centaur? Is that what that
it's
is?
for furry, so we just have to know what this is already before. It's like a prerequisite.
Kill them, I'm so sick
guess,
of these.
I guess if we were furries, we would already know what this shit is. Like,
Kill them, I'm so sick of these annoying little flies. ISO standard villain dialogue. Still don't know what a Wolftar is, and at this point I've given up hope on finding out. Kasha are about to be run down by the mounted Grimeskins who came to chase them into a gully. The Grimeskins don't follow because it's the border of the Shattered Paw territory. Also, 3 edgy 5Me super cool names, guys. Kasha's buddy Reince managed to steal some written orders from the Grimeskins, so we know they can read and write too. They talk about trying to link up with their comrades. No, Reince said, we're not doing that. Starting tomorrow, we're going to get serious. What? We're going after that baggage train tomorrow. When we do, it could stop the invasion right there. The monsters won't be expecting us. Man, that's pretty fucking, cheap coming from a guy who worships the people who couldn't even logistics right. It's pretty fucking rich.
I don't. I can't.
Well,
This is.
Kasha doubled over and followed them to the green chain moving on ahead. Reince pulled out a stolen hand axe as they neared their target. 3 trolls were guarding the last wooden vehicle. Alongside the vehicle were felines, each of which were in some army and pointy helmets. Fucking peaked cats, boys. Peaked caps.
Dude,
We can't let you have this, one of the cats said. They'll kill us if you take it. Commissars confirmed. The cats are quickly beaten into complying. Is this loaded? Reince pointed out the catapult. It is. Kasha, get up there. When I say so, cut the rope. We'll aim at the supply cart in the middle. The rock went hurtling like a meteor into the baggage train. It hit the ground with a thud, and the explosion clapped through the train, smashing wood and strewing people and goods all about. Chapter 17.
no.
Anti-partisan action.
Oh my god.
Anti-partisan action. Just when you thought this guy couldn't get any more Varibu furry.
Autism.
He fucking, just when you thought he couldn't get any more autistic, he fucking mates with an autistic girl and has an autistic child.
And there's an autistic party just going on.
And that autistic child is what we're reading.
Who here has played Deus Ex? Human Revolution.
I have not, but you've told me about it.
Oh, well, I was gonna make a joke about how the protagonist, it's discovered that the protagonist is like the genetically modified, like, perfect human being, and he's like 3 or 4 steps ahead of human evolution. That's this guy, except with autism.
Dude,
He's
let me
been
tell you
genetically
what.
modified to be more autistic than
That's
the average
also
person
his
by 5 or
description of-
6-fold.
That's
Let
also
me-
his description of this main character Hans here, you know, because super Aryans are
Ooh,
fucking
yeah.
genetically modified.
Yeah, let me tell you what. This is a level of autism that I have not seen. This is next level autism. To quote SpongeBob, this isn't just ordinary autism. This is advanced autism. Okay, this
This is potato genes combined with autism.
This is like a novel fucking. This is like finding a novel bacterium with some kind of evolutionary ability, but with autism. He is the product of thousands of years of evolution in the world of autism.
And hopefully, for the love of God, he will be the only one of his line.
Yeah, but that's unlikely. I'm sure there are more.
I mean, of his line, he ain't getting pussy.
Alpine, you
What?
didn't ask what I found a couple minutes ago.
What did you find?
Can you fucking not?
What
I mean,
is this?
I mean, I wouldn't, but, you know, if I don't, then you're gonna go to sleep tonight thinking about what it was and what it could have been.
He's also gonna go to sleep thinking about this Nazi-free bullshit,
Oh,
so you
yeah,
might as well
Nazi
fucking...
I'm not going to sleep tonight, so why the fuck not? Why the fuck not? Go ahead and throw me a shovel so I can dig myself deeper, News.
There are dozens of these that I found by accident looking at the fucking
Oh
Joshua
my
video.
god!
Are
Oh,
you
what the
kidding?
fuck is this shit? Oh!
You know how many of these fucking things there are? Just look at the fucking suggested. Holy shit. Look at them all.
For all you motherfuckers who can't hear this shit, I'm listening to some anime ASMR right now. What the fuck?
Are there other people listening to this bullshit? Are there other people in the room?
Oh my...
Oh my fucking
Oh,
god.
okay. Okay. Okay.
All right, we're gonna close that. How many? We're gonna close that, and we're gonna dispose of this computer. We're gonna euthanize this computer.
ASMR, ear licking, ear cleaning, wet mouth sounds, breathing and ear blowing.
So how
This
many of us
is-
had headphones on when they listened to that shit?
Oh
I
my
did,
god.
motherfucker.
I did too, you piece of shit.
I have to, dude. I have to euthanize my entire fucking gaming setup now. Thank
I
you.
just about had a fucking mini freak out because I didn't know what it was gonna fucking sound like.
Okay, I'm actually gonna copy this and send this to Assessio via Steam.
Yeah, this recording is gonna be mad funny though.
No shit.
Fucking late.
Okay,
night, late,
anti-partisan action. Got this.
late night with the
Partisan action.
Cancer Squad. Anti-partisan action.
This would be a fucking great podcast. Kasha spotted a bad omen. Far ahead of them, the large warrior Grimeskins were pushing through the sunflowers with their backs turned to the wolves. That meant the monsters were already in Shattered Paw territory on their side of the gully. Now we got you. I knew we'd finally get them, boss, one of the throwers screeched out. There's nowhere to run now, wolfies. The land is all ours. Of course, his villains sound stupid and childish. Chapter 18. Real human pathos denied for hard men making hard decisions.
Oh my god, that is in my. Oh my god, that video's in my watch history. Oh my god. Oh my god. No. Let's get rid of that shit. That never happened. That didn't happen.
Yes, amazing.
I don't think anyone anyone else beyond TeamSpeak can know that you clicked on that.
Nobody I know can know about a lot of the things that are currently happening in this TeamSpeak tonight.
Bitch, this is recording.
Well, that's fuck. Yeah, that's true. Shit.
Yeah, but nobody knows who you are, so
Yeah.
nobody said your name yet.
Yeah.
We're all anonymous.
I did say Alpine a couple times, just didn't say the full name.
That's okay, as long as I don't know anybody in real life. It's okay. As long
Okay.
As long as you
this
can hide
stays-
behind the keyboards like a little faggots.
Yeah.
Oh boy, let's see this. I bet he has a body pillow of him too. Is chapter 19.
Oh,
I'm gonna
great.
go ahead and put this link here already. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put this link in here already. So you can read this shit while I'm doing this. Not that one. Please don't click on that. That's the same video. don't click on it again. Click the second one.
I'm just talking about. I'm gonna listen to that while we're doing this.
Oh, good God.
You still have that shit open?
It's not playing.
Why is it open? Doesn't matter if it's not playing. It's open on your fucking browser.
Okay.
Alpine, think. There's more than one of these. In fact, there's not just more than one. There are more than a dozen. There's a lot.
Okay.
There's a lot.
Alright, I don't want to know how
Right.
deep the fucking cancer hole goes.
A single
let's get back to
Messerschmitt
the-
fighter plane whizzed by overhead and cut into the thoughts of Sturmbannfahrer. Jochen Piper. The thermometer outside read negative 28 degrees Celsius, but nobody in the SS Liberstrandart needed to be told that. And why the fuck did you tell us? Anyway, apparently this guy has his own fucking wiki page.
What?
Yeah, this new person, Johann Piper. So let's sum this up. Piper was a Waffen SS war criminal and personal adjutant to Heinrich Himmler. He won the
good.
He won the Knight's Cross with oak leaves and swords for his just following orders. After the war, he was convicted of war crimes in Belgium and served only 12 years. The Germans and Italians wanted to prosecute him, but couldn't find enough evidence for it to be worth the trouble. He had been sentenced to death by military tribunal, but escaped on some legal technicalities. Also, I'm not kidding about just following order stuff. He was awarded Knight's Cross for his action in Kharkov. In reprisal for the deaths of 25 Germans killed by partisans and Soviet soldiers, Piper ordered the burning down of the village of Krasnaya Polyana and the massacre of its inhabitants. His unit was given the nickname Blowtorch Battalion because they did this on multiple occasions.
Now that is someone that I want to write a fanfic about.
Yeah, same. They even made it part of their fucking heraldry. That's how fucking vile these pieces of shit were. This piece of shit got paid off for his connections with cushy management jobs at Porsche before the trade unions told the management to knock that shit off, and maintained his innocence, and that the charges against him were mere propaganda, obviously written by Viktor Viktorovich Viktorov. His story ends in 1976 when former members of the French Resistance and Communist Party members sniffed him out living in France and more or less orchestrated doxing and vigilante murder on Bastille Day and burned his body. Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. And spoiler alert, this monster in human skin is going to be our dirtagonist. Because I've read ahead and it feels particularly important to mention all of this context going forward. A real person from our history is going to be taking a visit to Furryland. The noble Aryan knight, who should have been gibbeted for crimes against humanity, is supposed to be a hero.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
What a great character.
Now, back to the story. Just a moment ago, Jokin got off the phone with I can't even fucking read this. Sepp Dietrich, who gave Jokin the most dangerous mission he'd ever heard of.
It's okay, he probably looked up how all those ranks.
Seriously.
Anyway.
A stranded Wehrmacht division was trapped 20 kilometers behind the line. Jokin's battalion was to break through the enemy line at the point of his own choosing, wheel south and east, and cross the Donets River to make contact with his division at Zimiev. My heart bleeds for you, Kainak. May they find thousands of new cures for you each year. It didn't end there. The division in question had about 1,000 wounded men. Jokin and his battalion were to help the wounded, load them into ambulances, and put them all back across the Soviet lines and into friendly Ukraine. Here's a hint, kiddo. It's not called friendliness if you fill a ravine with corpses every time someone sneezes wrong at you. A lot of people, including those the Psychological Testing Board, mistook Jokin's introverted nature and difficulty opening up to others for cold arrogance. Oh my god, he's gonna be fucking Yandere. He's the Yandere fucking character of this goddamn piece of shit.
Dude, they're like, I don't know what's like. He's trying to humanize this fucking asshole. Like, come on, are we fucking really?
I mean, this is a guy who wants fucking Nazi furries.
Wow.
Nothing more to say about that.
This is I can't.
And if any of his men had the same impression when Jokin took over the battalion 2 years ago, they didn't for long. He often came back by their bunkers to help them forget the howling storm outside. Tonight wouldn't be an exception. In one of the company bunkers, Jokin gathered the platoon leaders that night. His thin face faintly lit by a wavering lamp. I can't fucking read because of this autism, goddamn. Another link. Here's a link. Oh, never mind, that's not a good link. But he's totes a nice guy. He just likes burning villages alive. You should bless him with, 3 people. One should grab him, the second one should stab him, and the third should hide him. Oh boy. And the author decides that now is the time to filibuster with a gigantic self-indulgent speech delivered from the mouth of Jokin. I'm gonna produce the whole thing because it must be seen to believe. Oh my god, please. Fucking please. We're gonna read a speech, boys. The system in which we were more or less believe is every bit as good as the slogans on the other side. Even if we don't always approve of what we have to do, we must carry out our orders for the sake of our country, our comrades, and our families, against whom the other half of the world is fighting in the name of justice and liberty. All of you are old enough to understand that. As people, we are fortunate enough in being somewhat less indolent than they. If someone tells us to examine ourselves, we at least have the courage to do it. Our condition is not perfect, but at least we agree to look at other things and take chances. We are now embarked on a risky enterprise with no assurance of safety. We are advancing an idea of a Europe that fights together, an idea which is not easily digested. No shit, because you're fucking murdering half of Europe, you piece of shit.
You're fucking Nazis, of course it's not going to be easily digested, you fucking wanker.
We are trying to change the face of the world, hoping to revive the ancient virtues. What fucking ancient virtues, you piece of shit? Ancient virtues buried under the layers of filth bequeathed to us.
The layers of filth.
Yeah, I guess they're talking about Judeo-Bolsheviks now, huh?
The layers of filth. Oh my.
Doesn't leave a lot to the imagination there, does it?
God, dude.
We can expect no reward for this effort except maybe a bullet to your fucking brain, you piece of shit. We are loathed everywhere for good goddamn reason. If we should lose tomorrow, those of us still alive after so much suffering will be judged without justice. What? What?
Sorry, repeat that, because I don't have this cancer open right now.
If we should lose tomorrow, those of us still alive after so much suffering will be judged without justice.
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god.
We'll be accused of an infinity of murder as if everywhere and at all times men at war do not behave in the same way. That's because they didn't, you murdering fucks! Those who
They acted with brutality. They acted with the kind of brutality that have never been seen on that scale in the history of the world. They had never that level of brutality and industrialized murder had never been seen on that scale. Oh my god.
will be
They
accused
literally
of an
herded
infinity
people
of
into fucking
murder.
ditches, had them dig their own graves in the ditches, gunned them down with MG42s, and then buried them in them.
As if everywhere and at all times men at war do not behave in the same way.
Because they didn't.
No men of war. No what? No.
Those who have an interest in putting an end to our ideals will ridicule everything we believe in. Gee, I wonder fucking why. We shall be spared nothing. Future generations will speak only of an idiotic, unqualified sacrifice. Oh my fucking god!
Dude, am I like reading Mein Kampf or what?
How about fucking no? Just this was linked. This was a GIF linked, and it's fucking perfect for this. Oh my god. Whether you wanted it or not, you are now a part of this undertaking, and nothing. This is fucking a bastardized version of fucking Eisenhower's D-Day speech. You know that? This is a bastardized version of Eisenhower's D-Day speech.
Very, very bastardized.
Thing is original under the sun.
Whether you wanted it or not, you are now a part of this undertaking, and nothing which follows can equal your efforts here. Yeah, because nobody's gonna fucking murder like that! No doubt the skies are quieter on the other side, but if you must sleep under those skies tomorrow, you will never be forgiven for having survived. No! No, you won't! To other men...
It's fucking scary that people like that still exist in
Yeah.
this world.
To other men, you will be as cats are to dogs, and you will never have any real friends. Is that the end you wish for yourselves? So basically, join us in our crusade for death, or we'll be mean to you. Gotcha, fam. Please know that I understand your suffering. I feel the cold and fear as you do, and I fire at the enemy just like you do, because I know that my duty as an officer requires at least as much from me as your duty does of you. I wish to stay alive, even if it's only to struggle on somewhere else. Once the fighting here begins, I will not tolerate defeatism. You can feel certain of the same from me, and certain that I will not expose you to any unnecessary dangers. Jeez, like fighting the fucking Russians? Or the Soviets, my bad. Yeah, because that'll end well. Sounds like this one wants to die for the fatherland. Oblige him,
Oh, this
please.
part's good.
I would burn and destroy entire villages if by doing so I could prevent even one of us from dying of hunger. Here in the vastness of the steppe, we are surrounded by hatred and death.
Yeah. Yep.
Here in the vastness of the steppe, we are surrounded by hatred and death. And in these circumstances, our group must be as one, and our thoughts must be identical. Be a fucking robot, got it. If we achieve that and maintain it, we shall be victors, even in death.
Fucking faggot. Some of the Russians were willing to come over to your side until you started killing their fucking families and burning their villages and poisoning their wells.
The hatred and death that you brought with you, are you referring to, or what? Let's get what yeah, okay.
This is our hero's theme song, apparently. So be brave. We're all nothing more than animals on the defensive. Furry reference. Even when we're ordered on the offensive. Life is war. War is life. Liberty does not exist. That's the end of this part, by the way. But what the fuck? What the fuck is this shit?
I think this is.
What the fuck is this, Private Pile? Oh my god. This is cancer.
Michael Mueller.
Oh boy. Part 5 link where? I'll get it. Don't worry.
It's a good thing that infantry rhymes with artillery, or this guy would be shit out of luck.
Chapter 20, Cry Crocodile Tears for the Nazi Invaders. Now, back to the main event. We return to the frozen steppes of Kharkov.
Oh, boy! Kharkov, because that's where I want to return to.
Yeah.
Happy places.
General Major Postel had a bad feeling when the 320th Infantry Division was pulled from its sleepy position in France a few months ago and thrown into sleepy position in France?
What?
Sleepy position in France.
Do you mean all those fucking murders you were committing and fucking defending from the Allies? Yeah,
No,
good.
It was
This is before D-Day.
It was
Oh, was it? Okay, never mind. But still,
Nothing happened. Nothing was happening in France. Nothing was happening in France. No.
Nope.
It was lazy. It was a lazy day.
Definitely.
Nothing bad was happening in France, or anywhere.
But
anywhere, actually, nothing bad was happening.
General
anywhere.
Major
We've done
Postel
good.
had a bad feeling when the 320th Infantry Division was pulled from its sleepy position in France a few months ago and thrown in to reinforce the collapsing Eastern Front. Just following orders, am I right? All around Kharkov, Postel saw the German army buckle under the awesome firepower of the Soviet offensive, a white wall of never-ending rocket fire which showered men under yards and yards of death, of earth, and menacing attacks from T-34s which often simply ground Lancers under their treads. Both are taking their toll on these still clinging to hold on. Ah, yes, the Soviets are finally being treated as a competent advertising, using something other than waves of men. Let's see how long that lasts. There was only one hope for Postel, his division, and all those wounded men, only if you assume the Soviets will treat you as barbarically as you treat their POWs. A telegraph sheet instructing him to wait for SS Panzergrenadier Battalion under Sturmpanzer Piper, which would somehow cross the Udi Creek, break through the Russian line and into enemy territory, cross the Donetsk River, and pull them all out, wounded and all. Man, Jochen Piper, Arjen Ubermensch.
Yo, Jochen Piper is my new favorite character, guys.
God, is he your new waifu, Alpine?
Yes, he is my new waifu.
Der Panzerwaifu.
Yeah, mein Panzerwaifu.
From his transport wagon, he could hear the attempt to rescue his stranded division, the distant thunder of assault guns, then nothing. After just 20 minutes, the Lebestrande's rescue attempt was over. He couldn't blame the Lebestrande SS for trying. Their honor is loyalty.
You tried, SS. Good try, guys. That's all that matters.
If the Lebestrande couldn't break Postel out, then no one could.
Liebstendata.
Liebstendata. Fucking you read this shit then.
Yeah. If my fucking Firefox. If the Liebstendata couldn't break Postel out, then no one could. Postel sighed to himself as morning rays began pushing on the gloomy horizon. The rest of his life in a labor gulag, no doubt, will be short and brutal. To say nothing of the fate of the rest of the 320th. Somehow, miraculously, there they were. The Liebstendata and Major Piper. He looked dapper despite the bulky winter camouflage, almost 6 feet tall, wiry, and with steely eyes.
Oh my god.
Bow chicka bow wow.
Oh my fucking...
Bow chicka bow wow.
He looked dapper. So this fucking fuck is also all about wanking over the fucking German uniforms as well. Got it.
Fuck the fucking fuckers.
The gallows is too good for him. Chapter 21. It was at that moment.
The chapter is literally called Blowtorch.
Clean uniform. The general major even had his white detachable collar on. Jochen wasn't the only one who noticed the disgraceful paradox. These poor Lancers, in much worse shape than their manicured general, Dienst mumbled to Piper. Men such as Postel must never get in the SS. Jochen mumbled back to his subordinate. It's just weird. That's like, I don't know whether he just had some sort of fetish for hyper-analyzing Nazi uniforms or what. I don't...
I can't.
Deep operations.
This is guys, this is some deep shit right here.
Some deep operations, am I right?
Three German ambulance drivers had just been torn to pieces. 2 were unrecognizable. One driver's face was smashed open with an axe. "Watch out! There could be mines!" a lieutenant shouted to the Lancers. Word passed from mouth to mouth. Soldiers stopped at the second ambulance and looked in without daring to enter. 2 ambulance men who had been stripped naked and mutilated were lying in pools of black congealed blood. The Bolsheviks amputated both of their genitals.
Oh my fucking god.
Without hesitation, and despite the obvious danger, Piper calmly mounted the flamethrower onto his half-track. Yelkin simply gave one motion of his hand, and without, the half-tracks left the ambulance column exposed, and charged the village at top speed with all guns firing. The Russians broke into a panic within minutes. Piper's vengeful flamethrower went into action, as did several other mounted blowtorches. Fire spread only slowly from one izba to the next. The winter cold made a house-to-house battle necessary. After what the battalion had seen, they were more than up for the task.
Oh,
Machine
fuck
gun
you!
fire from the half-tracks chewed up wooden walls and threw off thatched roof after thatched roof, and Bolsheviks panicked and scurried out, some with their hands up. But if Yokin told his men to take prisoners, his men might have just shot him as well. I'll let the pause for dramatic effect.
Are you fucking kidding me?
There you go. There you
War
go,
crimes,
guys.
war crimes, war crimes, war crimes,
War
war
crime,
crimes.
war crime, war crime. Another Bolshevik came out with a white flag in hand and was promptly shot in the skull. One of Yokin's lieutenants snarled and trained his light rifle into another surrendering Bolshevik. There were at least 500 Bolsheviks in that snowshoe battalion. None of them lived. The whole time, Yokin hardly even noticed that the adversary had reduced that planked wooden bridge to a pile of rubble.
Dude, this guy needs the biggest fucking beating I can imagine. Somebody needs to beat his autistic fucking brain.
Chapter 22.
Look,
Hans
the only cure for Nazism is at the gallows.
Yeah. Dude, this is like, these people fucking exist, dude. Like, these are other people. Hello, true believers, and other people. I'd like you all to join me in a song.
Man, we
In
really
honor
need
of
some
me.
Nazism.
we really need some Victor to rewrite this motherfucker's history.
I am the Ubermensch.
Where is Auto Moderator when we need him?
Maybe there could be some Bolsheviks that are pretty good, but I haven't met them yet.
We don't hang out.
Oh my god.
Dude, it's fucking 3 weeks into Ostfront and chill, and he gives you this look.
Mom, why is that human wearing potato mashers? A red-furred canine child pointed out at Hans.
Oh my god, what the
Hans slept
fuck?
continuously for the next few days, only waking up to eat and relieve himself. His diet was just a few hardtack vitamin biscuits from home and dried lamb meat. The Jackal crew were friendly. The Foxen were anything but. Whenever Hans tried to ask one of them about the Messerschmitt, the Foxen either ignored him or sneered at him. Compared to what
deep-seated affection for the fox.
they had come from, Ostia was underwhelming. It was a line of sturdy docks, a storage silo, and a brick-laned wall, all the same color as the sand. As their vessel was pulled through the dark waters, Hans saw that the inhabitants of Ostia were indeed Foxen. Passbook or diplomatic entry? Diplomatic entry. The yellow-eyed Foxen officer looked suspiciously at Hans. Sorry, I didn't know I needed anything.
You think a kid who grew up in Nazi Germany would be familiar with the phrase "papers, please"?
Top 23. Of all the Nazis to pick, he picked perhaps the most incompetent flag officer of the bunch. Sepp Dietrich and the other Wolfuses walked in the snow toward the setting sun. There you go.
I can't handle this fucking
It's
shit.
it's too dangerous. We need to take these with us. It's too dangerous to go any farther. Just
dangerous.
The girls led him through several forests and glades, and the three of them took turns carrying their fawn. Sabre dropped her ears and looked to Sepp, then to her sister. The younger Wolfus, fucking furries, reluctantly stood up and walked away with Valvella. Sepp watched the two sisters and began to leave in the cold night. Was Valvella angry with him? Huh. I don't know.
I don't
Wait.
care.
Sepp got up and strode in front of the wolves. I'm from a different world, that's all. In my world, only humans can talk. I've never seen wolves like you, and I don't know your customs. Oh, right, he's German, sorry. That was true, and it was the best chance he had at keeping the girls around, which he wanted to do. Bow chicka bow wow.
Sounds
Bow
like Sepp has copped the If fever
Bow
too.
chicka fire fry.
Bow chicka Heil.
So
Bow
Here-
chicka
here-
Heil Hitler.
here's a good question. Asked by our great host, trotskylvania. I can't fucking read that. These are fucking Nazis. Why were Nazis who couldn't even stomach treating certain human ethnic groups as human have any respect for anthropomorphized animals?
Fuck no.
Oh wait, it's because they treated animals better than everyone else, right? Is that it?
Obviously.
Because
They
Hitler
had
a
animal
dog.
rights, right? Yeah, because Hitler had a dog. That's exactly why.
Hitler had
Continue.
bunny ears.
Continue.
Hitler had Neko ears, dude.
Yeah.
Hitler was a Neko girl.
Come on. You've got
Eat
two
the
more
Baki
sentences and we're
Masu,
done with
said
this
Hitler
shit. Come on.
said Hitler-chan, and his cat ears twitched.
Come on, you have 2 sentences. Finish this shit already, please.
I'm getting off right fucking now.
No, please, just finish it. You've got 2 fucking sentences. Come on, don't do this to yourself, noobs. You gotta finish it.
Sabre looked up at him first, the royal blue markings along her thigh glowing gently. She smiled, and her tail wagged to and fro, and she looked at her big sister for approval.
Oh my fucking god, what the fuck? Oh my god. That's how we're ending this, boys. Fucking neon glowing furries begging
They
for
fell
attention
down
from
when
their
there
fucking
was a joke.
senpai.
They fell down when there is a joke. Or a holocaust.
Or we fell
Why
down
the
like
fuck
an
am I
anime when there is a
here?
joke or a Jew.
Oh my god.